Good morning, Chavra. Today is Friday, the 5th of Adar Sheni, March 15th. And yesterday we asked the question, why do we have to struggle every day? Why can't we just reach the pinnacle? Hashem forgives us. Now we're at Tzaddik. Everything goes well from here on in. Right? David, you like that? Okay, in today's lesson, I was talking to another David on here. That's okay. You're also David, so that's fine. In providing meaningful comfort to the perpetual struggler, us, the Alter Rebbe quotes the Zohar HaKadosh, which describes a very interesting metaphor. Everyone in Cup, listen to this. Whereby the body, a person's physical body, is the wick, requiring oil to keep the flame, which is the Shechina, burning. Okay, we're going to get into that mashal in a moment. We're on page 53, Charlie, and everyone else in the Chayenu. The above mentioned difficulties, the constant struggle. Why? Why does it have to be this way? We're going to get to that by first clarifying the comment of the Yanuka. Now I turn to the other David. The Yanuka. Quoted by the Zohar in Parshas Balak. On the pasuk, the wise man's eyes are in his head. Does that make any sense? Even if you're not wise, your eyes are in your head. But what does this pasuk mean? What is it coming to tell us? The Zohar comments, where else are man's eyes? Surely then the meaning of the pasuk is not, face value. There has to be a deeper explanation. What does it mean? The Tanan lo yahach barnash begiluya the reisha arba amois my taima the shchinta shari al reisha. We know that a man does not go 4 cubits without a yarmulke on his head. Why? Because the Shechina, the divine presence, rests upon his head. Therefore, v'chol chacham einohi umuloi v'reisha inun b'hahu d'shari v'kami al reisha. Therefore, every wise man has eyes, meaning his interest and his concern. What is he focused on? And also his speech and his concentration are, quote unquote, in his head, meaning in that light of the Shekhinah which rests and abides above his head. Where does the Nefesh Elikis originate? In the brain, in the Mayach, in the head. So your head, your brain has to be thinking holy thoughts, Torah thoughts. Or at least on Avodas Hashem, serving Hashem. Your eyes have to be looking the right way. Your ears have to be listening to the right things. Your mouth has to be saying the right. So the Shekhinah starts in the head. Now, when his eyes, meaning his interests and his concerns, are there, meaning in his head, he must know that this light kindled above his head, meaning the light that shines, the Shechina that originates in his head, then goes throughout his body, and now he's able to also share it with the rest of the world, meaning his family, friends, acquaintances, sharing Torah, trying to help others, giving tzedakah, everything else comes from his head. How do you keep that flame of godliness burning? You need what? Anytime you have a candle, you have some kind of a fuel for the candle. Either it's wax, or it's paraffin, or it's some kind of an oil to keep the flame burning. So what's the oil? First, begin the gufad varnash ihupsa unahoira adlik le'ela. First, we have the man's body, which is the wick. In order to have a flame, if you only have the oil, it's not going to burn. You need something that's going to hold onto the flame that's fueled by the oil. So man's body is the wick that retains the flame. The Shechina comes to his head, the flame is above, but the body is the wick. And the light is kindled above. Ushleima malka tzavach v'amar v'shema al reishcha al yachsar. And King Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon cried out, let there be no lack of oil above your head. Okay, so what's the oil? The light over your head requires oil, meaning what's the oil? Jeff, the oil is midos, tovos, good deeds, chesed, kindness, things that we are constantly doing in our service of Hashem and also servicing others, which is also for Hashem. So the good deed that man performs are the oil which supplies the light, illuminating a person's soul. And this is why Zohar says that wise man's eyes are in his head to ensure that he never lacks oil. He never lacks doing a good deed, either learning, davening, performing some kind of a mitzvah, helping others. That keeps the torch, the flame burning. Ad kan l'shaynei, and this is the quote of the Zohar, ends here. So now, instead of looking at it like it's a constant struggle, let's rather look at it that we're a candle and we're bringing a flame of Hashem into the world on top of our metaphoric, on top of our head, so to speak. And in order to keep that flame burning, we got to be active. And in order to be active, we got to do mitzvahs, we got to do good deeds. And in order to generate that power to do the good deeds, there has to be that opposition. You have to play against another team in order to win. You can't just win by playing all by yourself. There has to be somebody that's a recipient of your kindness. And there has to be, there's going to constantly be that struggle back and forth. And we're not finished yet with the clear answer. The Alter Rebbe is going to continue, but this is the analogy for today. So, Chevra, you are a divine candle. And when we do a mitzvah, we fill the candle with oil and we keep the flame alive. That's the Shekhinah of Hashem. And don't forget, this Shabbos is Parshas Pekudei. We conclude the Sefer Shmais. We say at the end of the Parsha, we say Chazak, Chazak, V'nis Chazek. So we have to do our part, and it is a struggle, and we're trying to discover what that struggle is. But at least now we know the end result. We're keeping the flame alive. So when we do our part, and it's not easy, so we put in extra effort, Chazak, Chazak, then Hashem says, now I'm going to keep that flame alive. V'nis Chazek, He's going to give us that extra strength to move forward and to be strong and to overcome. Not go around the obstacles, but to jump over all of the obstacles that we face. I have David Klein on the Zoom, and I have Yaron Glassman sitting here. Where's our dance, David? Where's our dance? Adar, let's go. Everyone have a wonderful day, an amazing Shabbos, and we'll see you, Mirz Hashem, Sunday. All the best, everyone.